When was the last time you were dazzled by God? What if I told you that the entire history of the Catholic Church is actually prefigured by the history of the Israelites in the Old Testament? This is exactly what God has done. God has hid this marvelous wonder right out in the open. The history of the Catholic Church is prefigured, event by event, by the history of Israel, and in chronological order, right down to our present day. I know this sounds very hard to believe, so I invite you to come and see for yourself. On the YouTube channel, Maccabean Uprising, you will find videos that document this breathtaking wonder. As new videos are created, they will be added to this YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to receive notification of new video releases. Here's a sample of what you're going to find. The apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe, who is prefigured by the Old Testament story of Aaron and his rod, which miraculously blooms flowers overnight in front of the Ark of the Covenant. The apparition of Our Lady of Pont Maine, who is prefigured by the story of King David moving the Ark to Jerusalem, and Uzzah touching the Ark and instantly dies. The apparition of Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal is prefigured by the story of the Ark as it travels through Philistia, causing plagues and curses. The Philistines cast metal images of the curses. St. Patrick is prefigured by Moses. They both saved the people from snakes, turned the water to blood, fasted 40 days on a mountain, and returned to save their people. St. Francis is prefigured by King Solomon. They both were great builders. St. Francis renounced all wealth, and King Solomon was utterly rich. They both reached far and wide with their wisdom. The Crusader battle of the Horns of Hattin is prefigured by the battle between the Israelites and the Philistines. Their enemies both won a crushing victory and took their most holy object. Martin Luther is prefigured by Jeroboam. They both led a revolt and split God's people in two. They both wanted to stop the sacrifice, started a new religion, and much more. And finally, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 is prefigured by the edicts of Persian kings Cyrus and Xerxes. Both granted a city-state to God's people and mandated prayer for the empire. God has caused the Catholic Church to live out the history of Israel in the Old Testament without imposing on our free will. Subscribe to Maccabean Uprising and see for yourself what glories and marvels God has worked out in our own history.